This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
Stanty Pants did a 100-bit cheer and says, I have full respect for your aversion to romance missions, but I did have one question. Have you ever experienced, have you ever considered, I can't speak. Have you ever considered participating in them under the pretense of role-playing? For example, in my run of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, my Cassandra was a dominant pansexual woman with mad swagger who romanced with everyone. That's how I approach romance movies and games, so I want to know what you thought of that. I think that it's perfectly fine if you enjoy that kind of thing. I don't. I, personally, don't want to participate in those kind of missions. They make me uncomfortable. I've explained this to you guys before, alright? When you're hanging out with your friends, and you're having a good time, right? And there's a movie on, all of a sudden there's a big, sex scene in a fucking movie. And you're sitting there and you're staring at your friends, or you're in there with your family members, you're like, this is uncomfortable. This was obviously meant to be watched either with a romantic other, right? Or this was meant to be watched by yourself. I don't want to experience this with someone else. Same thing with the stream. I'm streaming a game. Oh my god, a romance mission, sex mission. I don't want to participate in that stuff at all. If my wife and I wanted to watch a movie together or play a game together and we wanted to experience that together, that's one thing. That's not the kind of thing that I want to broadcast in front of hundreds to thousands of people. It's uncomfortable. It's immature in my opinion. It's not anything that I'm interested in. And people should respect that. They shouldn't say, oh, well, Phil should just do all of it because, ha ha ha, it's hilarious because it makes him uncomfortable. No. Instead, you should say, I respect you, Phil. I understand why that's not interesting to you. And I'm not going to make you, I'm not going to make you try to force things or anything like that, alright? I get it. I get that you've changed. I get that you're in a better life position now, and you don't want to make uncomfortable sex jokes and things in front of hundreds of thousands of people on the internet anymore, alright? If you don't respect that, leave. If you don't like me as a content creator and the kind of content that I put out because it doesn't have that stuff in it, leave. Don't sit here and bother me, because I'm not going to put up with it. Okay. See, here's SPB Original.
Oh, I've changed. I no longer like sex. Oh no, I like sex with my wife. Oh! You're a disgusting pig. That is absolutely disgusting. And however we choose to personally experience that behind closed doors is our choice, not yours, and it's certainly none of your business. So shut the fuck up about it and stop bringing it up. Period.
Now, by the way, that's not Stanty Pants that I'm yelling at there. I'm just saying, I understand where he was coming from. Some people like to roleplay as characters and the like. Here, my personal take, it makes me uncomfortable to think that I would want to roleplay as someone else. If my life is good, which it is, I don't want to roleplay as someone else. I enjoy who I am. I don't want to be somebody else, so I don't want to roleplay as any other person. I like me. So there you go. Alright, this is a legit tip, thank God. This one is from Sturban1, who tipped me $10, and he says, what do I think about the VTuber trend? Would you consider becoming a VTuber? Well, alright. Well, first of all, I guess what I need to do is understand it. And from what people have explained to me, I've never actually seen one of these things, alright? For them to understand the way a VTuber works is, it really is a live streamer, right? But the live streamer uses an animated character on the screen rather than their real person on webcam. Like, it's a rendered character, right? A 3D rendered character who looks kind of like an anime character or something like that, right? And I guess the streamer plays that character on the stream rather than it being the real person. It's like they're portraying a character on the stream.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin.
That's my understanding of it. Please, by all means, if I'm not understanding it, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I may not know what I'm talking about. That's what people have told me it is, okay? But if that's the case, like, here's the thing. If you are 100% known that you're just a character, that's what you're known for, and that character somehow becomes popular, hey, I guess all power to you. I guess some people would argue, oh, that's not genuine, because it's not the real you, you're portraying a character. I hate to tell everyone, that's no different than what a lot of top streamers do. Right? A lot of top streamers, they're dressing a certain way, they're acting a certain way, they're dyeing their hair, they're acting over the top, they're screaming, they're doing mannerisms that are something that are a character. You see? And Stupid Things Ninja says, for Sunday, for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We don't ever give a fuck what that guy ever says. A fucking insanely lucky dude who acts like a fucking cartoon character playing one shitty fucking game, gets insanely lucky, and he's gonna say that like football players don't work as hard as Fortnite players. Something stupid. Like, what a dumb fuck. What an ungrateful dumb fuck. And if that character is what gets over and what people like, you're doing exactly the same thing as VTubing, except you're showing a real human there dressed up, rather than just showing the animated facade. There's really no difference. There really is no difference, okay? Now, obviously, some people are going to be upset, because I actually heard about some of this. I actually heard, and this, maybe I'm misunderstanding. I've heard that there's some female streamers who get a certain kind of audience, let's be honest here, certain kind of viewer, who likely is a male viewer, who fawns all over them, and tends to, like, donate a lot because it's a female streamer. Obviously, I completely think this is stupid as hell. This is women preying on lonely dudes. I think it's a messed up thing that this happens. I don't agree with it at all. Alright? If you're putting out quality content, that's one thing. If you're preying on guys on the internet because they just want to dump money on you because you're a girl who dresses up for your fucking stream and you're flirting with your stream viewers, I don't agree with that at all. That's my personal take on it. You can disagree. I think it's fucked up and it's immoral. Alright? That's my take on it, okay? But apparently there are some of these women who do this for a living who are now upset because these VTubers, these virtual girls, are just, you know, animated. They're not real people. I mean, there are people behind them voicing them. But they're basically virtual girls are actually getting attention and traction in the streaming communities. They're getting followings, and in a lot of ways, they're taking up the money that these women used to make doing what they do on the internet, alright? So it's kind of like, I don't know, like, this is basically almost like a purist versus a new school technology argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, it's all the same shit. Seriously, in my opinion, that's all the same. And I don't like any of it, personally. Like, I think it's all stupid. I don't think that anyone should be so dumb that they're just throwing money at someone for a virtual flirting and shit like that. It's dumb as fuck, okay? But essentially what happened is people realized, you know, you could capitalize on that market with a created character, right? And what's the difference, let's be honest here, with people here who have the waifus and things like that on the internet, and all these guys around the world that are completely enamored with anime and shit. What's the difference between that and the VTuber? Seriously, like, what's the difference? I don't know if there is one, because it seems to me like it's exactly the same thing. It's just, to me, it's sad, but it's still the same thing, right? So, how can you argue one way and not the other, right? How can you argue that a human being completely dishonest with their viewing audience, flirting with a guy and making him feel like maybe he's gonna get something out of it that's never gonna happen, right, is somehow better than someone made a virtual character that doesn't exist and does exactly the same thing and someone throws money at them? Like, that doesn't seem to make sense to me. Like, you put two and two together, there's no logic there. See what I'm saying? Like, it seems like if you're okay with one, you have to be okay with the other, right? But they're not, because they're angry because someone else is basically doing something similar to what they were doing and basically making more doing it. They don't like that. They don't like that, or maybe not making more, but taking away. You know, it's called market share. They're now sucking the market share away from them. It used to be this certain group of people who did it, and now it's virtual characters doing it. Personally, you guys know my take. That's the dumbest thing ever. I'm never gonna think that's anything worth anyone's time. People who support that, I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but I think that's incredibly stupid, a waste of everyone's time and money, and I mean, what the hell?
Like, how are you ever gonna have a real life relationship if you spend your whole time sitting on a stream with someone across the world who's lying to you, flirting with you, pretending like they like you just to get money from you? You're never going to have a relationship. You're never going to have anything meaningful in your life if that's what you do with your time. That's a complete waste of your time and money and effort. You should be out there actually maybe trying to actually have a life for yourself that's not virtual, and it's, you know, actually meet a real woman who is romantic and you can have a relationship with and actually build something with in real life instead of wasting your time on virtual shit. I'm just saying. I realize that what I say and do matters because people will listen and people will not only follow what I say and believe what I say. I'm a cult leader. I had a cult. Like, I'm brainwashing children. DsP cult leader.
Anyway, that's my take. Now, would I ever do anything like that? Listen, as a joke, yeah, maybe if someone wanted to see something as a ridiculous joke. Phil did a VTuber stream for April Fools or something, right? And I figured out a way to do it easily. It wasn't a big deal. I could just do it one-off stream or something stupid. Then yeah, I would never do that as something serious. You guys know who I am. You recognize my voice. You've been seeing me do this for over 12 years. Dude, I'm not gonna turn all of a sudden one day into a fucking VTuber who hides his fucking face And you're like, no, yo, now I'm doing it. No, that's not gonna happen. That's ridiculously stupid. Not gonna happen at all. Okay. No overtime tonight. There's no more overtime at all. I told you guys. I mean, unless things change at some point. But right now, there's no ability for overtime whatsoever moving forward. The Herb Brother cheered. He says, I can see DsP being awkward around weed like he does with sex in game. Awkward around weed? I mean, no. For me, the few times that I did weed, I didn't really feel that high. The first time, I didn't feel high at all. After that, definitely, like, what would happen is, like, I would want to talk a lot about life and, you know, the afterlife and what's the meaning of life and what's this and what's the big picture. Like, I used to talk with I used to smoke weed when I was in high school.
Things that never happened by Phil. Oh, yeah? Things that never happened? Listen. Fuck off. Fuck off. These things did happen.
And I would talk with my teenage friends about what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? You know, that kind of stuff. And then the high would come down, like, what the fuck did we just talk about for like 3 hours? I don't know. I was high, I don't know what I said. Right? Really weird shit like that. But, no, if I smoked weed now, I doubt it would even affect me that much. Seriously, like, it would probably just, I don't know, I'd probably just be angry or, I don't know, mellow. I'd probably go to sleep. I'd probably, oh man, fuck this, I'm so mellow, I'm going to sleep. Fuck you guys. You guys talk amongst yourselves on the stream, I'm out of here. I'm chill. There is no stop. Boy, people are stupid. You're still getting chargebacks after implementing the stop to them? There's no stop to them. What it is I can stop certain things from happening, but there's no foolproof stop. I explained this to you guys last month at the beginning of January, actually. That even though there's things that PayPal thinks work, they don't. They're not foolproof. There easily things get through the cracks, and sadly there's issues with tipping. It's just not foolproof. Even utilizing all of the security features of PayPal, fake tips still get through all the time, and there's nothing I can do about it. I was able to curtail a lot of the stuff that was happening that was really screwing me over big time, but there's no way to foolproof get rid of it. So there's still going to be fake tips, there's still going to be chargebacks. In particular, like I said, the chargeback that I had earlier today was from November. That was before I implemented any changes. Fucking November. That's how long it could take for someone to issue with a chargeback, which is fucking bullshit. Am I wearing the vest tonight? Well, right now we are up to $20 in tips, so we need to raise $80 more in tips in roughly the next 50 to 55 minutes. So that's really on people contributing and watching. That has nothing to do with me. Okay? See what happens.
Joel Sculpture said, you said chat doesn't talk to you. Why don't you try engaging chat? Talk to us, ask us questions, entertain us. You're the streamer. That's not how it works. Why would I want to ask you questions? My job is to play the game, enjoy the game, have fun, and share that experience with you and react to what you talk to me about. Not also while I'm playing the game, now come up with 20 topics of discussion. Why am I playing the game then? Anonymous Dollar Tippers says, in the past you said it's on your viewers to make streams entertaining, whereas other streamers say that's their job. Why do you differ from them in that regard? I've literally never said that once. I said that my job on a stream is to put out an entertaining stream, but it's your job to interact with me.
With only about half an hour left on the stream, actually I take it back to more like 35 minutes. I would really appreciate it if anyone wanted to contribute, could help out if they could. Number one, I'm already trying to offset a $50 chargeback from earlier today. Number two, I just got several fake tips tonight I had to refund that cost me. And number three, we didn't get the tips goal earlier today, and now we're way far from hitting it. If you could contribute tonight, guys, please do. I would really appreciate the help if you could, okay?
The hardcore begging season.
So you get an idiot like Canadian Mustache who says, yeah, Phil says it all evens out, but tomorrow he'll complain that everything's uneven. Yeah, because tomorrow if the stream's slow, then it didn't even out, right? That's the point I'm making is hopefully, usually in general, things even out. You get a slow day, you get a good day. You get an average day, it all evens out. But if it doesn't, then I'll be honest. You know, people just don't like honesty. They want to believe that the world is roses and beautiful snowflakes and rainbows, and they don't want to actually believe that, like, there's hardship and there's things that happen. So, if you don't want truth, get the fuck out. There you go. No, as I've told you guys many times, there's no fucking overtime tonight. There's no overtime ever anymore. Overtime is over with. I can't do it anymore. So, please stop asking for overtime. It's not going to happen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some tips just came in. I Love Bunnies tipped me $17, and they said we couldn't do it. We're actually at $101 in tips right now. Now, here's the thing. We don't have time for a vest poll. All I'm going to do is go back and save. I'm just going to toss on the Platinum Vest. The Platinum Vest wasn't supposed to be eligible tonight anyway. And thank you for helping me negate not only the bullshit earlier today with the fucking chargeback, but there were a few fake tips tonight as well. Thank you for helping me with that.
They don't even, like, have an opinion of their own. They 100% are sheep. They're crowd thinkers.
Meh, meh, meh.
Please, if you'd like the stream and you're happy to see this end, please contribute. I would appreciate it. Maybe we get the tips goal today. It'd be awesome to see me in a vest as I finish the game. Hint, 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 hint. Alright, no hint, but it would definitely help with the stupid shit that happened yesterday with the chargeback and then all the fake tips on the late stream. It would definitely help if we could hit the tips goal today. Okay? There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.